Okay, guys. So basically, I wasn't able to unload today because all the piping in their wall back there that you see where the hose is connected to is clogged up. So, since it's product in the line, which is the hoses connected to the valves on the wall from the back that you see, I had to break everything down, and it's not easy at all because there's chemicals in the line. So it's time consuming. It's a lengthy process because that stuff be draining so slow. Like it'll drain, but it take a long time for it to drain. Um, and so what you're about to see me do in the next scene is break down my actual trailer that I have, and then I'm gonna go on over to the wall where you see the guy standing at right now. And basically, all you have to do for the breakdown, like a tank that has product in it, is um, grab a bucket first and grab a whole lot of buckets. Okay. What you see him explaining to me right now is basically what's going on inside of their wall, which I mean, I don't really care about because the thing of it is I came here, for to do my work, and I came ready and prepared. So therefore, I feel like they should have been ready and prepared too. So like they should know if their pipes is clogged, if their valves is clogged, if something not working, if something is working. They should know all of that. Like that's not my job to know. So, and to my understanding, when I had called back to my terminal, this is not the first time that this load had tried to get delivered and unloaded. Like it was every day that week, and it was only for a little, a stupid little 800 gallons. Like I was like, okay, all of this for 800 gallons. Anyway, so they've been knowing all week that it's clogged up, and they just ain't did nothing about it. Um, so yes, that's what he explaining to me right now. So what you see me doing right now is getting my supplies ready for to break everything down. And that what you can't see is there is a tote. A chemical tote is similar to what dry van people carry. It has a metal cage around it, and then we also have drums, and the drums are the blue barrel looking type barrels, and they plastic. So those is drum. We got drums and we got totes. So what you can't see where the girl standing at with the hoodie on, there's a tote there. So now what I'm doing is I got the tank draining from the blowdown valve, and that's a bucket right there in my hand, and every time it gets filled up, I just pour it into the tote. And then once I get the blowdown valve cleared out, I'm going to go ahead and shut everything off. And once everything is shut off, then I'm going to begin to work on the hose, because even though the product is out of the internal valve that connects to the external and your blowdown valve, so you might get all of that cleared out and it's good to go. You close everything off, put the caps back on it, and close all your valves. You now have to deal with the hose. So the hose still has product in it, and you got to work real fast because the pressure behind that hose, there's still a little bit of pressure on that hose. So as soon as you pick that hose up, or as soon as you take that hose off, you have to have a place where you're going to want that product to go straight into, or else it's going to come rushing out of that hose, and there's nothing to stop it unless you put a cap or something on it. So yeah, you saw the bucket. I'm just emptying. It's still draining. I'm still just emptying the blow down valve out, and there goes the hose right there. So you saw that the hose was leaking as soon as I took it off. Like, so there we are trying to put the hose into the tote, and we eventually got it in there. So while we had to sit there and hold the hose up until everything is drained out of it. Because now what's happening is whatever's in their pipe within the wall, between the wall and their tank, all of that is draining out too, and it's just gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons of chemical, product. So, I mean, pardon me. That tote, I'm gonna say that tote can hold a good anywhere between 500 gallons, 500 gallons. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really looked at the writing that be on the totes, because it ain't my job to really move no totes around. I just unload into totes. So yes, back to what I was saying. Now we're trying to get the hose above gravity and above us so that it kind of drains out a lot faster. And then once I get it all cleared out, then the third process is getting it off of a valve without it leaking still, because there's still going to be product in the hose. So then there's buckets on the floor back there where it's hooked up to the wall. So I'm not worried about it getting on the floor, because that's a containment area. So whatever fall out in that area, it's okay. It's just a containment area. So once I take that back part of the hose off, it's actually going to leak still. I know it sounds crazy, but it's literally still going to leak. And there are buckets and containment areas and things like that. So it was just a stressful day, y'all. It really was. Like, I think I did this load, try to do this load twice, and both times it was still clogged. And then the third time, I think the third or fourth time we tried to deliver it, the company tried to deliver it, there was an older driver, like he been driving like 30, 40 years, and he was able to push whatever was blocking in the pipe. He was able to use our tank to push whatever was in there out. And I'm like, listen, I ain't got time for all of that, but basically he helping us to he there's a pump right there on the floor, and he put it on top of the pump so we can just kind of keep the flow going. But honestly, the product is still leaking out of the hose, and the amount of product that came out of that hose, it was almost full. Like, the tote was almost full. And I'm like, well, dang, most of the product is really going to waste. I think they did keep what was in the tote though, but to me, I'm like, everything going to waste, because when you do tanking, you got certificate of analysis and all of that, and they got to make sure that it's pure. It's pure chemical. Nobody don't want no bleach that has been contaminated. You know what I'm saying? You go to the store, you buy a bottle of bleach. You don't want stuff floating around in your bleach. You're going to be like, all right, what's up with this bleach? So basically, the chemicals are the same way. So, yes, now we're taking it off of the wall. It's kind of hard to get off the wall because there's pressure behind it. So, yeah, it took 3 people to get it off of there. Holding it at 3 different, not angles, but like, this one guy, he holding the one side of the hose. I'm pulling on it from the back, and then the other guy holding on it from the side. So, and you kind of gotta hold it while pulling at it to get it off of that valve.
Y'all, I'm in Georgia, so Georgia, they don't know how to drive. They be all up in your lane. They be bobbing and weaving through the traffic. It be a little bit of everything. So crazy people. I done had 2 people just all in my lane. They left over to the side like this. Like, you in my lane. Hey. Oh, my mama calling me. 'Cause Oh my God. So, just bring him down here when you come for the surgery. I got this little teenage girl. I'ma get to babysit him for $20 a week. I know, but if it's a child, I think that if it's a child that he can bond with, she can just babysit him while I'm at work during the day. But anyway, I didn't get to unload today either because girl, the whole piping on their side is blocked up. So I was like, you know what? When I come down here tomorrow, we drumming off. Like, drumming off is when you put a nozzle at the end of the hose where you can control the flow of the material, and you put it into we got these big old totes that we call drums, and you put it in there. Each tote can hold about, let me see, 100 gallons. So we fill up 8, that'll be 800 gallons. I said tomorrow I come down this bitch, we drumming off, period, end of story. They like, oh well, we're gonna try to clear that. Man, I'm not hooking up to that shit tomorrow. We drumming off, period, end of story. I'm not playing this game with y'all. You hear me? That's my second time, cause tomorrow will be my third time. I'm not coming back no more. Like, we drumming off tomorrow, end of story. I sure did. Cause you know this is truck driving. They don't tell me what to do. I tell you what to do. So I'm the one here seeing this and going through it. So I know what needs to happen at this point. It's the third time. Tomorrow will be the third time. So we done reached 3 times trying to deliver 800 gallons of just glue. Okay? So we drumming off. End of story. It's gonna take a little while, but we drumming off. I'm not putting up with this no more. Yeah, but I don't put my foot down. And when I put it down, it imprinted into the cement. It's not set in stone. We drumming off. I even left all my materials there, girl. I'll be back tomorrow. All I need is the nozzle. Same way you laughing right now, I got my backup dispatcher is Jason. Jason he didn't even say nothing. He just on the phone laughing. I'm like, what the hell you laughing for? Yes, ma'am. We talking about, I don't argue with you though. When you get into something and it got on your nerves, I don't get in your way. You better not. Cause I done had enough. I'm fed up with this shit. It done got all over my clothes. I'm fed up with this shit. And then, so Jason is the one who sets up the loads. Like he deals with the brokers and all of that. And then Chip, once the load is set up, Chip dispatches the load. So I really have a dispatcher and a planner, which is how it's supposed to be. Yeah, exactly. It was a hot ass mess, and I'm like, and I should have known, when I saw that it wasn't set up the way it's supposed to be, where everybody got a job. I should have known something was wrong. Because I mean, a dispatcher doesn't know how to plan loads. He don't do that. Right. That's right. Exactly. You gotta text me and tell me what happened. That's my boy. We gotta keep calm. That's my boy. Hey, my boy. And you see, that's all I was trying to tell people. People be saying there's something wrong with me. me, because even the dog can point it out. That's my boy. Me and Kyle gonna get along just fine. Especially when I teach him how to sick him. Sick him. You done working? This lady got her baby in the back seat, and obviously she in the driver's seat. So you know the thing dings when they too close to the truck, right? She gonna go through this teeny tiny space between me and another car that's in the lane next to me, so she can get past that car with her baby in the back seat. That's crazy. That is nuts. A boost burger.
You know what? I think you should go ahead and take him home now.